Last week's game took a lot out of Isaiah King Jr. Look, it was his first playoff game of his career. There's a lot of momentum. He took a lot of carries, and he took a lot of hits from a really tough Cleveland Browns team. But today's team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're bringing that much pressure or even more. Before Isaiah's game, he's switching up both his gloves and the cleats. He says, look, I don't know why I'm doing it. I just feel like I need a change, and these cleats, they're kind of sick. We are back here in Oakland. As you guys know, again, as I said last time, every single game here could be the last game ever in the city of Oakland for the Raiders. So here we go. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Oakland Raiders. So much offense, so much defense. Just again, Derek Carr, same thing as last week. Do not turn the ball over. Let Isaiah King Jr. go to work, and we should be fine. And if everybody else shows up, this team might be unstoppable. So we're here in the championship round. It's Green Bay versus Arizona. It's Jacksonville versus Oakland. Two of those teams will move on to the Super Bowl. We just want to make sure that Oakland is one of them. Oakland gets the ball first, and Jacksonville is ready to go, man. I got to give it props. His uniforms, they're kind of legit. So first down and 10. Ball off to Isaiah. Nice little vision there, but again, Jacksonville is stacking the box against him. Isaiah seemed a little chippy there. I don't know if he's feeling entitled or what happened, but he was arguing with some of his offensive linemen, just saying, you got to block better so we could read. And the ball here to Jordy Nelson has nearly the first down, but he jukes the wrong way, and they stop him, I think, about a few inches away. So with the ball that's close to the first down marker, you got to give it to your best player, Isaiah King Jr. in the backfield, ready to go out of the I for him. He's going to find a lane. He gets it. He keeps moving through, carrying the linebackers, and he's down at the 41. Isaiah in the backfield here in the pistol. Little play action fake. Isaiah's ready to block. He's going to pick up one big guy. Derek Carr's going to roll. He's going to throw one nowhere close to a guy. And as much as we want Derek Carr to make a couple of big plays, I kind of can't be too mad when he just throws it away because he doesn't see anything. So a jailbreak screen here goes nowhere as Jordy Nelson gets killed in the backfield. Third down and 10. Isaiah again here to pass protect. Derek Carr across the middle has it batted away with the guy's offhand, and Oakland's going to be punting on their first drive. Now, similar to Oakland, Jacksonville can't really do much on offense, and they're forced to punt it away on 4th and 7. And look who's back there ready to return. The young fella, Isaiah King Jr., fastest man in the NFL. Oh! Couldn't get the third move together, but the first two look nice. It feels more apparent in today's game than kind of ever this season that if Isaiah's not getting that running game going, Derek Carr might be struggling in the passing game, and Isaiah nearly ended his career with the hurdle. He's a little slow to get up, but I think he's fine. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. If he makes the hurdle, best play you've seen in his entire career. But when he doesn't, could have been the last play of his entire career. Carr going back under center in 2nd and 10. Isaiah's going to snake around. This ball goes across the middle. He catches it in possession, and he's going to be dropped just shy of the mark. This is why Oakland pays their offensive line the big bucks, and that's probably why Khalil Mack need to get the big bucks in real life, because they're trying to not spend it on anything but the offensive line, and they get a big carry. Oakland's looking a lot better on this drive. Now Carr again back under center. Isaiah ready to block. The ball goes to Mr. Cook, and the tight end is still eating in the playoffs. Barely really any yards to get this first. Isaiah says, look, I'm in the open field. You know what happens when he's in the open field? He runs loose, and he gets down to the 21 now. The run game off to a slow start, but now it is picking up fast. Isaiah here in the open field, finding some room. He's going to try to stretch it up a little bit. They bring him down from behind, but look, he got another first down. They're inside the red zone, and the young fella is picking up speed quick. I mean, this team just looks way more polished than before. So here at the 10-yard line, hand off to Isaiah. Got a guy in front. He smartly moves around a little bit, but he only gets 2. And honestly, as much hype as we gave to Jacksonville's defense before this game, Cleveland held him under 4 yards per carry. Right now, Jacksonville, he's got about 6 yards per carry against them. Now here's Carr. Again, time. Throws it out here to the flats, and I think we might have actually lost a yard on that play. So on that last play, Derek Carr doing Derek Carr things. As this here, 3rd down and 8 on the doorstep. First quarter is nearly coming to a close. Ball goes across the middle. Jordy Nelson is going to run the incorrect way. He looked at the long end zone, and we're kicking a field goal here. Now, Jacksonville has pinned our offense super deep back in our own territory. So from the 5, we need to go 95 yards to get a touchdown. And that's going to be tough against this defense. And Isaiah says, don't mind me. I'm going to pick up yard after yard after yard against this defense. Now, the young fella's doing some damage, over 50 rushing yards so far today. But Jacksonville, you can see him starting to stack that box a little bit. So it's 3rd down and 2. Jacksonville again looking like they might be expecting a run here. Isaiah stays back instead. This ball's sent out to Jordy Nelson, and it's picked off by A.J. Bouye. He has it down at the 24, and there's Derek Carr, making things difficult for Oakland once again. Now, while we wanted a touchdown in the last drive, Jacksonville got it instead. So you see Isaiah back here, quarterback in the Wildcat. Marshawn Lynch going out to block for him. Isaiah's got it out here. Isaiah breaks the tackle. He had a guy right there at his ankles. He says, don't mind me. I'm just going to keep it running. He's trying to go from the 27 into the end zone. It's going to be close. They dive, and no one is going to get him. Rattles off the biggest touchdown in the playoffs for the Oakland Raiders. He says, "Oh, don't mind me." A little salute to Terrell Davis on that play, one of his favorite players growing up, and Isaiah has the Raiders in the lead. Jacksonville still seems stunned right now, and I mean, the Raiders fans have not got off their feet at this point. Like, they cannot believe what they just witnessed here in the playoffs. Second down in a few yards after Isaiah's small run there. Isaiah falls down when Derek Carr runs into him, and Derek Carr's going to fumble it. Isaiah pick up the ball. Isaiah can't even see the football. Ngakou's going to pick the football up. Derek Carr's going to try to get him. Isaiah's going to chase him down at the 5. But that was a ridiculous play, and I can't believe Isaiah couldn't find it. As you can imagine, Jacksonville scored another touchdown because they had the ball literally on the doorstop of the end zone. So here's Carr. Got a guy wide open. Instead, he throws it underneath, but he had a guy in Jordy Nelson deep, probably for a touchdown. Now, Coach John Gruden called a different play, but it looks like Isaiah was arguing with Derek Carr. So we'll see if they give it to Isaiah or they call something different. Ends up being a halfback screen. Looks like the play that Isaiah called ends up getting taken. And I don't think Gruden's going to be happy because that play goes for nothing. The Raiders have been 2 for 5 on third down so far today. Can they actually get the third one right here? This ball's going to be thrown to Isaiah. Isaiah leaked out at the right time. He goes for the juke move. He gets 2 guys, and then he gets out of bounds smartly, maybe accidentally, but he still stops the clock after a first. Another first down thanks to Derek Carr acting quick, and Isaiah saying, "No, don't mind me. My feet are even quicker." And Carr's going to roll out. He's got a couple of guys. He throws it back across his body. He finds Martavis Bryant in the open field. Martavis Bryant with a nasty juke, and just like that, Oakland went from bad to amazing as they're inside the red zone. Oakland has 1:30 on the clock. They have all their timeouts, and they're in magnificent field position. Derek Carr looked really bad earlier today, and that play just looked nothing short of incredible. Second down here. Carr across the middle. He finds Cook this time, and Cook gets us inside the 5. Things seem to be going way better than the last drive for Oakland. So Carr in the center again. Isaiah on the halfback toss. 2 guys in front. Goes for the spin move. 1 guy is going to catch it from behind, and we're still with the 5. I mean, it's still incredible. I mean, most of the yards came from 1 carry, but Isaiah has over 130 rushing yards so far in today's game. Now Carr again, all the time in the world, finds Cook, and Cook is into the end zone. Oakland has taken the lead with 30 seconds left here in the first half. Now, Jacksonville got the ball to start the second half, and they didn't do anything other than chew a little bit of the clock. So here we are, again, all the time in the world. Isaiah running free, and if he could have just got past Stone, he might have had 20 more yards there. But Isaiah told Coach Gruden reportedly in the locker room, "Look, just let me go to work. Give me the ball. Watch great things happen." As he turns up the field again, all the time in the world as he's hit by not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players. Another first down. Oakland is cooking here. Jacksonville's kind of falling apart. Carr's got all the time and decides to chuck it over to the Jacksonville bench. Second down here again for Oakland. Play action fake seems to be working for the most part. This ball is thrown, but Jalen Ramsey, the sassiest player in all of football, is going to pick that one off. Nelson in on the tackle, and Derek Carr strikes again. To this point of the game, Jacksonville doesn't have a single turnover. Oakland, however, well, Derek Carr has 3 just on his own. So Isaiah's going to try to break out of this one, but they get him at the line of scrimmage with an arm tackle. This game is tied up, and look, if Gruden has known anything, it's just getting the ball to Isaiah has been the best thing for Oakland. So Carr again, out here looking for something. He's got Isaiah instead wide open, but he throws it to Martavis, who gets 6 yards of his own. So it's 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Another halfback screen here for Oakland. He's got Isaiah. Isaiah's looking for his blockers. He found him. He spin moves, and he's going to get taken down by Bouye, but he still got a first. First down, Derek Carr makes a small adjustment to the line. Isaiah's back for blocking this ball, thrown to Martavis. Martavis has it on Ramsey, but Ramsey says not so fast and knocks it away. Lining up at QB again is Isaiah King. Will he run it? Will he pass it? Will he hand it off? We got to find out. So Isaiah's going to keep it again here. He's going to end up getting this. Oh, Isaiah breaks the tackle. Isaiah's still moving. They finally get him down, but there's a flag on the play, and I got a feeling it's probably coming back.
Holding offense.
And again, holding strikes again. Right when we have the momentum kicking, when Isaiah breaks multiple tackles, does all that effort, it's all for naught as his team just kind of lets him down. So back to the passing game again. Carr is rolling. Carr don't get sacked. He throws one deep, and he mails it right past Jordy Nelson. Now, wait a second. We've been complaining about Derek Carr, but he just got injured, and E.J. Manuel's in the game. And E.J. Manuel is not Derek Carr, so things could be bad. This ball's thrown deep. And it's overthrown for Martavis, 0 for 1 for Manuel, and we're going to be forced to punt on this drive. The injury to Derek Carr seems to be somewhat substantial because he's still not back in today's game. Now Isaiah's out here trying to run. He gets about 6 or 7 on that yard. And with the game on the line like this, Jacksonville again got a field goal, so they're up 3. There's 6 minutes left. Our starting quarterback is out. He hasn't played well, but you know who has played well? The man we're giving to that halfback screen right here. Isaiah King Jr. getting just shy of the marker again. So it's 3rd down and 2. Manuel makes a small adjustment on the play. Isaiah takes the handoff up the middle. Isaiah jukes. Isaiah to the outside. Isaiah's going to keep it running. The nastiest juke move we've seen all season long for the young fella, and he is into the end zone. And Oakland is going to have the lead. Unbelievable play by the young fella. Now, I hate to give bad news to Isaiah, but I got 2 things to tell him. 1, EJ Manuel still in the game. And 2, Jacksonville scored a touchdown to take the lead again. In the single back formation, we got 2nd and 4. Manuel's going to throw his 2nd pass of the game here. He's scrambling, he's running, and he runs right into Dante Fowler Jr. As bad as Derek Carr played today, you know that he can at least get the job done. We don't really know much about EJ Manuel this season because he hasn't played for the vast majority of it, and somehow, someway, somewhere, Martavis Bryant snags that one. I'm in a full-out shock at how that ball was caught. I mean, Martavis Bryant came from nowhere. The defender had a play on it, but he had no chance to get to it. Now, EJ Manuel, again, takes a really bad sack, and we lost a ton of yards in that play. Got 2nd and 17 after a really bad sack there. You're going to see Isaiah float. This ball goes to Roberts, and look, EJ Manuel's leading his receivers, but maybe he's leading them a little too much. So with 1:45 left, it's 3rd down and 6. We're going to save all of our timeouts in case we have to go back on defense. The play action fake. Isaiah misses his pickup, and we're going to see a nasty sack come through. It's 4th and 12. Isaiah knows it. He's played so well today, but that play right there just wasn't actually the move. So he's coming through here. He's across the middle. EJ Manuel has him wide open. It's incomplete. And we have 3 timeouts to try to stop this offense. And unfortunately, it is not going to be enough. Oakland tried. They played so well, but the injury to Derek Carr late seemed to spell the end result for this squad. Recapping today's stats, Blake Bortles was 21 of 27, 2 touchdowns, and I don't believe a single interception on the afternoon. Derek Carr, not his best performance again, multiple interceptions, still 1 touchdown. But he got hurt, and then EJ Manuel came in, played okay, but we didn't really see any major throws from him. Isaiah, on the other hand, killed it in today's game. 20 attempts, 245 yards, thanks to 2 major long runs, 2 touchdowns, no fumbles. And Leonard Fournette had better days of the office, but still, he won the game. And in the air, Dante Moncrief led everyone with 6 catches for 70 yards. Isaiah had 5 for 32. Jared Cook also had a big touchdown for the team, but all in all, it just wasn't enough today. So dreams of a Super Bowl won't be had this season. Isaiah is disappointed. He ran for over 200 yards, but in the end, it just wasn't enough to carry the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr to the Super Bowl.